Today is day 8, which means that we are halfway through week 2 of working at my 9 to 5. Today is Wednesday, obviously, and today's main topic is going to be talking about the main recruits. So, to jump right into it, it is a normal workday as usual. Today's task, I was still mostly scanning files and I was watching how to open accounts with one of my fellow co-workers, and I was just observing him, writing down notes as usual, since this place kind of has a lack of trainees, so there's not exactly a trainer. You just kind of have to watch how your coworkers does things and just follow along. But anyways, with that being said, there were 2 candidates coming in for an interview with our supervisor person, and they were in my exact same position just about 2 weeks ago when I first came in. So the first person was a girl, and she was interesting. Just off first impressions, she looks like she's someone who could be potentially capable. She looks cool, and then after the interview, it seems like she did pretty well, because the supervisor then came around and just had like a quick chat with all of us, and she already had an idea in her mind of who she wants, and that girl basically passed the first step, and that she potentially could be one of our new recruits, potentially one of our new employees, just like myself, which is cool. And it kind of helps that she is also pretty attractive. Hey, listen, I'm not gonna lie, right? Because aside from her, right, I don't even really want to talk about it like that, but like, come on, like, we all gotta admit, right, like, at my workplace, there's really one person that I find to be attractive, but unfortunately that person is already taken, and aka that person already has a husband. So I'm sure you can guess where the age range lies there. And then the other coworker, she's around my age, but she's not really my type. Again, no offense to her, but she's a little, you know what I'm saying? Like she's a little big, in the facial, in the body area. But again, like, ain't nothing wrong with that. Like, I'm just saying it's not like necessarily my type, right? And plus, like, you should want to be, in shape in general. But aside from that, right? Like, she also has a good face card, right? Like, she's a little attractive, like, just based on first impressions. Like, I would, it would be cool, if she were to start working and she's, single or something. Like, hey, like, that's cool, right? But again, right, like, these workplace kind of relationship, right? Just keep it professional, keep it coworkers. Like, I'm not, like, that's a wild idea, but I'm not thinking of that realistically speaking, right? And then the second recruit guy, that was a guy, and that dude, just based off of like first impressions, just based off of like what I could see, the guy's face is like a little bit, chub. But again, ain't nothing bad with that. But I'm just saying, and he seems to be doing pretty okay in the interview. But afterwards, the supervisor told us that the second guy, he's not 100% sure. He's more likely than not probably not going to get to the second step, aka he's probably not going to get hired. Maybe it has something to do with his resume. Maybe it has something to do with his actual interview himself. Maybe he lacks some, communication, social skills, whatever that may be. But again, I don't know that. Only my supervisor knows that, and right now I don't really care enough to ask. But again, I'm just trying to do my thing. I'm just trying to make whatever I do work, and then whenever that new recruit information comes out, like, we'll see, right? Like, maybe even next week, that girl's gonna start on Monday, and then, boom, here we have a new coworker. Add more people to the team. That's always a good thing. Plus, a couple of us may be thinking of leaving. Like that one girl, she's already thinking of leaving, and I think she has like about 1 more week here. So it'll be just down to like a couple of us, at least at the front desk area or whatever. But yeah, I guess other than that, that's basically it for today. Nothing else too crazy to just remember or to talk about. Again, I feel like this week is still mostly pretty chill, pretty just like normal, right? Like, I'm still watching how to do this stuff, but I still feel pretty okay about it. I think I can keep on, and I got this, right? Like, I have a bunch of notes written down. Of course, it would have helped if they were to actually have a trainer. I don't know if it's like a lack of resources, or maybe they just don't have the specific people. But it just kind of is like, it's like a little lacking, because I get it. Like, these so-called fast-paced environment, like, you have to pick things up as they go, right? Like, that's one thing, but it's another thing when you don't even have a specific trainer, which then kind of is icky, right? It's like, how are you expecting me to like keep up with this stuff if there's not even a trainer, and any time there could be like a person coming in with a different situation, and then how am I supposed to deal with that in that case, right? And then what if one of my coworkers are not there that? What if they're sick? What if they take a sick day? Then I'm just up to left with myself, and at that point, I'm kind of screwed, right? So it's, again, it's like a whole teamwork thing. It's like a whole like step-by-step process. I don't think the steps themselves are hard. Again, it's just a combination going from step 1 to step 5, and just knowing that, filling out forms, that kind of stuff that just kind of messes me up. But again, I'm going to give myself some grace, because I know that I'm just starting out and I'm only going to get better. So I think that's basically it. Again, it feels like time's a little bit lacking, right? Like, I would get home and that's about it. I would still kind of like chill, but time is just lacking, man. I just don't have enough time right now in my day. But yeah, that's about it. If you did enjoy this, subscribe to the channel. I would really, really appreciate that. Trying to grow this channel to 1,000 subscribers. And yeah, if you enjoyed, leave a like, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.